You are looking live at the Footprint Center in downtown Phoenix, Arizona, the site of today's Native American Basketball Invitational Women's Championship between the Native Soldiers and the Res Bombers. Hello, everybody. Tyler Jones here alongside the one and only Macy Gillis, as we are here to bring you this terrific championship game. Macy, what's it like for both these teams to be here in this final?
I already know what they're feeling. Their hearts are racing, but they're super excited. This is actually a rematch between the two teams. These teams have fundraised all year, traveled outside of the state miles. They most come from rural areas. And you know what, Tyler? They are just excited to be here and showcase what basketball means to them and how good these women are.
On the other side, we'll have the opening tip-off plus your starting lineups. Stay with us as the national championship game from Phoenix is on the other side.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
There you have it. There you have it, a terrific national anthem there. In just one moment, we are going to hand things off to Chance Rush, who is going to announce the starting lineups for today's matchup between the Native Soldiers and the Res Bombers. It is a rematch of yesterday's semifinal as the Native Soldiers fell to the Res Bombers 53-47 in that matchup yesterday. So these two teams very familiar with one another. And, you know, talking to the head coach of the Native Soldiers, Skyla Osceola, yesterday, she said that they feel like this is an opportunity to rebound, that they found their weaknesses. Let's go ahead and head over to Chance, who has our starting lineups.
When I'm like doing what they...
Good afternoon and welcome to the Native American Basketball Invitational Championship Games. Today's matchup features Native Soldiers versus the Res Bombers. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Res Bombers. Number 1, J.C. Ghani, guard, class of 2024. For the Native Soldiers, number 1, Kaylin Willis. Number 2, guard, sophomore. Number 23, Veronica Williams, guard, senior. Number 40, Ivy Fox. Number 44, Ursula Stiver. Number 6, Hemaya Fielder. Number 7, Carly Keats. Number 22, Malia Estes, guard, senior. Number 24, Josie Hill, guard, as senior. Number 31, Kylie Williams, guard. Number 50, Jordan Snyder. And now for the Res Bombers. Number 13, JC Ghani. Number 20, Maquita Telemann. Number 31, Brooklyn Pablo. Number 34, Demetria Dosella. Number 21, Precious Atialu. Number 22, Aaliyah Garcia. Number 23, Lenana Billy. Number 24, Graceland Ned. Fans, you know what time it is. It is time to get on your feet and make some noise.
Thank you.
There you have it. Those are the starting lineups for both the Native Soldiers and the Res Bombers. We are just a few moments away from the opening tip-off. The Res Bombers in white, the Native Soldiers in black. Let's go ahead and get to our impact players, starting with Carly Keats from the Native Soldiers.
Tournament, she has been a star player for her team. Look at here as she drives to the hoop and continues to just look at the court, find the open shot, and swoosh it in.
Let's go ahead and look at Lene Billy from the Res Bombers.
Yes, Billy, same type of player, but quite different. She's an all-around game. She has a nice stop and pop. You can see her right there. She has been a key team player for her team as well. She can shoot from outside, but take it to the hole and find the open teammate for the basket.
Billy is going to be playing at Fort Lewis next year. Meanwhile, Keats is committed to Jones College in Mississippi. The opening tip-off just a few moments away. Great crowd on hand. The fans are ready, players are ready. We hope you are too, as we're underway with the Women's National Championship game. Already some early contact there.
We're going to see an exciting game here, Tyler. Already a press from the defensive team.
At the top of the key, that's Estes.
We're seeing a man-to-man defense here.
Here they go. Wide open three-point attempt. And that one a bit short from Garcia.
Ooh.
And we have a foul on the shot there. That'll be 2 free throws.
And we see Carly Keats to the line. We were just mentioning her as a player and what she's done with this team to get them here to this championship game today. And the first one's good.
That's actually on the other side. Kiana Antitelu at the line. And she makes that one. 2 for 2 from the line. 2-0 start for the Res Bombers. Fielder with it. Out to Keats. Back to Fielder. Thought about the three, moves inside, kicks it back out, three-point attempt, and that was good. Carly Keats from downtown gets the Native Soldiers on the board.
And there she goes with her first three. Let's see how many Keats will have tonight.
Billy lost a handle on it.
Oh, they get it back.
Puts it up, no good. Rebound the other direction. Here comes Josie Hill now. Hill will bring it up.
Looks like the defense. Ooh, this couldn't stop that one.
And a nice move inside by Hill for 2. to extend the lead for the Soldiers. Back on the other end, the Res Bombers go. Missed that three-pointer. Another chance at it, no good. Rebound the other way by Hill. And here come the Soldiers the other direction.
Already we're seeing a fast-paced game here. Nice drive to the hoop. Just couldn't get that one.
No good that time. And Tallman gets the board. Feeding it inside, throws it up there. That's good for two.
Amazing chemistry that we're already seeing here from the Res Bombers. You can tell that they've been playing together for a while.
Grace Linez that time with the bucket. Hill spins, passes out of it, and that's going to be a turnover the other direction. And Titelu passes it. Jumper, that one good from Grace Linez
Well,
for
they
two.
left her wide open. Can't be leaving open people in a game like this.
So here we go, back the other way now for the Soldiers. Lost the ball, turnover, now the other way.
That's their second turnover there.
Are we starting to see some nerves in these teams, maybe a little bit on this championship stage?
We are seeing a little bit of nerves here, but you know what? I think that everyone just needs to shake them off after a couple of plays. Let's get back to the court and might start right now, Tyler.
And a missed three-point attempt that time from Fielder. And the Bombers will take it back the other way. And Titelu brings it up. Lost the ball, turnover, and recovered that time by Kylie Keats. And Keats will bring it up back up the floor. Keats at the top of the key.
Keats' coach was telling us she can play all sides of the court. Unfortunately, she just couldn't get that one.
Off the iron that time. And the Bombers will take it back the other way. Spins, throws it up, and that one slicing and dicing for two.
I think it's safe to say that these nerves are gone. The crowd is heating up. The players are heating up.
Drives inside, lost it. That'll go the other direction. Here comes Grace Linez now. Spins, throws it up there. Loose ball, fighting for it, and that will fly out of bounds. And it will go back to the Native Soldiers as we have a couple substitutions. Checking in now for the Soldiers, 23, Veronica Williams. And we have a quick timeout. Here's a look at that replay there. As you can see, nice basket. 8-5 lead for the Res Bombers. The NABI Championship Games are brought to you by Footprint Center, Nike in 7, Gila River Indian Community. 8-5 is our score. The Res Bombers leading the Native Soldiers. We've had a back and forth game so far. Both teams playing really fast, but kind of getting ahead of themselves a little bit with a lot of turnovers. Been a sloppy play so far in the early minutes.
Just a little bit, Tyler. You know, I can remember when I played in this tournament, all eyes are on you, and to perform on such a big stage like this, when not many high schoolers get an opportunity to perform on a WNBA court, the pressure's on.
So we go back to the action now. The Native Soldiers with it. Lost the ball and recovered.
Great passing. We see lots of passing here along the perimeter.
Very patient, goes up with it, no good that time. Fighting for the loose ball.
Great hustle by these ladies as we start this first half of the game.
3-point attempt off the iron, no good.
Again, gets her own rebound. We love to see it.
Back to the top of the key now. 3-point attempt, good. Tallman that time for 3. Ties it up at 8 apiece.
That'll be her first 3 of the game.
Williams with it now. Lost the handle on it, was Josie Hill that time. That'll be a turnover going back to the Res Bombers. Let's take another look at that 3-point attempt.
Great rotation by this team here, Native Soldiers, for her to get the open three-point play. That was Veronica Williams.
Throws it up. That one no good. Moving it around now.
Res Bombers are currently in a man-to-man defense here.
Set the screen.
They're having just a little bit trouble keeping up with the passing from the Native Soldiers.
And no good that time. Rebound by Nez.
You know, the Res Bombers coach was telling us that they're not done until that clock strikes 0. You can see here with that drive, these teams are ready to play.
Antitello that time for 2. That one good. Nice basket from Josie Hill that time. A commit to Chicago State University is where we'll see her play in the fall. We're even at 10 with just over 9:20 remaining in the first.
See, Soldiers are going to pick up the ball.
Rejected. At the top of the key, three-pointer.
Open, but just couldn't get that one.
No good that time from Lene Billy.
She's not scared to shoot that three that we've seen this entire tournament.
Billy is a 2-time champion here at NABI as we have a foul on the floor that will send it back the other way. Let's go ahead and
see back to the Res Bombers. Let's see if they can split the defense here.
Here's the replay from earlier, as you can see. Nice dribble drive to the rim. Back to the action, three-pointer good on the other end. That time by number 24, Josie Hill. Loose ball turnover.
Another fast break.
Throws it up there, that's good. A nice lay-in for 2.
She really kissed the glass on that one, Teach. We've seen her drive it, take it to the hole, shoot those threes.
Nez with the 2, forces a timeout. Let's go ahead and take one more look at the steal and the bucket at the hoop.
Hey fans, anyone see your video work? Just hashtag.
What a move there from Graceland Nez for 2.
Go right now. Hashtag NABI2022. You'll see up here on the video.
So a timeout on the floor. 8:25 remaining here in the first. 15-10 our score with the Res Bombers leading. So far, 3 fouls on the Soldiers, none on the Res Bombers at this point. Macy, what's kind of your early thoughts on how things have gone so far at this point?
Things are really starting to heat up, Tyler. You can see these girls. We made a few mistakes in the beginning. However, the pace has picked up a lot of wide open layups. So let's see if defense can crack down on each end as we head back to the action right now.
So here we go. Back to the floor we go. Off the mark that time. Back the other way. Here come the Bombers.
Just couldn't keep that one.
We have a couple substitutions now. 31, Kylie Williamson checks in, while Josie Hill checks out.
It's nice to see some fresh legs coming onto the court from both teams here.
Back to the floor we go. Fielder with it. Woods goes in.
Finds a wide open.
No good that time. Lost the handle on it. That'll be a turnover. Go the other direction. Here comes Kylie.
Couldn't quite make the connection between the two.
Keats at the top of the key. Kicks it out.
Great
pointer.
pass.
No good that time. Rebound from Williamson.
The Native Soldiers are no stranger to getting their own rebounds.
Carly Keats again for 2. And that'll force a timeout from the Res Bombers after that night's run. Let's go ahead and take a look at that shot again from Carly Keats.
Nice shot by Keats. Pop the jumper for the switch.
Keats, so far through this tournament, has been described by her head coach, Skyla Osceola, as the overall solid player throughout these games that we've seen. Headed to Jones College in the fall and a member of the Choctaw Nation of Mississippi. .7:20 remaining here in the first. 15-12, Res Bombers leading. And the Res Bombers will take the ball. Here's the inbound.
Keats has been doing a fantastic job of navigating the floor, driving but looking for her open teammate.
And that's a turnover. Keats comes away with it.
Little pressure as the Native Soldiers bring down the ball.
Going in. Lost the handle on it going up, and they'll call that a jump ball. The possession arrow in favor of the Res Bombers. Here's the inbound.
Native Soldiers in a man-to-man defense.
3-point attempt. And that one off the mark that time. Second chance effort. Up and good.
It goes to show how important it is to get your own rebound so the other team does not put it back up for another point. Let's see if Native Soldiers can answer.
Graceland Nez showing off the athleticism there. A member of the Navajo Nation from Flagstaff, Arizona. The first player in the history of the state to have 1,000 points. And we will see here at Arizona Central, or at Glendale Community College, rather, playing volleyball there. Quite the athlete, two-sport athlete. Back the other direction, goes up with it. Second chance board, up and good. Graceland Nez. We've talked about Graceland Nez a lot so far.
Yes, Graceland Nez is a key player for the Res Bombers. You know, Tyler, she has been playing all her life. Fun fact about her, she's the first player in Arizona to score 1,000 points. And she was the 2022 Arizona Central Athlete of the Year. Ooh, nice little fake.
Lost a handle on it. And we'll have a couple subs. We'll catch you up on those when we return. 19-14 our score. Res Bombers leading. Stay with us.
I see us coming back together, bonding fully, supporting one another. Seeing all those natives in the stands, it gave me fire, it gave me passion. When you see me, you see us.
People told me I wasn't going to make it. I had to work harder. To be of service to our next generation is something that I'm very proud of and honored to do. This next generation is really important. They're going to carry on that wisdom. It's going to be most important that they believe in themselves. When you see me, you see us.
So you think you've seen it all? Let us introduce you to our house. 3-time champion, 5 gold medals, 10-time All-Star. One word, go. From playmakers to leading scorers to All-Stars, we've got it all. The rings don't lie, count them, and we're not done. See it to believe it. Get your tickets to the action at phoenixmurphy.com/singlegame.
Hello everyone, I'm Councilman Chris Osceola from the Seminole Tribe of Florida. The Seminole Tribe has always been a huge advocate for youth programs and helping our kids. As one of the proud sponsors of the Native American Basketball Invitational, it is our honor to support the NABI Foundation for our young Native American athletes, especially with an organization that brings tribal communities together. So best of luck to all our youth, and game on, Shanabish.
I see us coming back together, bonding fully, supporting one another. Seeing all those natives in the stands, it gave me fire, it gave me passion. When you see me, you see us.
The 19th Annual Native American Basketball Invitational is presented by Footprint Center, Nike in 7, Gila River Indian Community, Thona Otham Nation, Achin Indian Community, Navajo Nation, the Seminole Tribe of Florida, Seneca Nation of Indians, the University of Phoenix. Thank you to all our sponsors who are supporting NABI and our Native American youth athletes. 5:25 remaining in the first. 19-14 is our score, with the Res Bombers on top. And at the free throw line for the Native Soldiers is Hamaya Fielder. Fielder shooting 2 free throws, makes the first.
You know, the Native Soldiers head coach says that Hamaya is the leader on the court. She really helps her team and sets the tone, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
She's committed to Pearl River Community College in Mississippi. We'll see her play there in the fall. The Res Bombers back on offense, as that basket a little bit too strong from Garcia.
Quick passes here as we head to the other side.
Estes thought about it. Instead goes to Keats.
The Native Soldiers are no stranger to passing it outside up top and driving into the hole, and just like that,
And
it
the
worked
foul.
for them.
A
Almost
chance
every
for a
single time.
three-point play. Carly Keats getting it done.
Garcia. The bucket is good, sending Keats in line to shoot.
There is the head coach of the Res Bombers, Brian Kay. And that's got to be tough. What do you tell your team when you have a player like Carly Keats that just does everything? How do you defend something like that?
I think you tell the other team, hey, help where you can. Watch for her always. She's sneaky and she can shoot from anywhere. Everyone have eyes on Keats.
Back the other way. Billy with it. Out to Garcia. Spinning.
Great bounce pass in.
And no good that time. Here come the Soldiers now the other way. Almost lost it. Recovered by Williamson. Throws it up.
Ooh, draws the foul.
Foul on Billy. That will send Estes to the line to shoot 2. First one good. That will give the Native Soldiers a 1-point lead.
Malaya is a Dakota Wesleyan University commit. She will start her freshman year this upcoming fall.
So a 2-point lead now for the Soldiers. Under 4 remaining in the first. And the official not liking that one is going to call a travel there.
We'll get some fresh legs in for the game on both teams.
As we will see, checking in for the Native Soldiers, Hamaya Fielder. And then on the other side, Garcia checks in.
Quick passing.
No good that time from Estes. Here they go the other way. Spin.
Amazing contact with the spin move.
What a play that time. And Cotillo for 2.
We've already seen that spin move a few times this game.
Res Bombers back with it now. Spinning, throws it up, that's good.
I swear she has to practice that one in her sleep. That was Kayani with her second two.
Antitillo again, looking really good.
Res Bombers in a man-to-man defense.
Got two hands up there and forced the turnover the other direction. Three-pointer. And that one no good that time for Tail. Lost the ball, turnover. Estes comes away with it for the Soldiers.
Both teams are doing
Three-pointer.
an amazing job finding the open man for the three.
Carly Keats, bang, from downtown. And the Native Soldiers are back on top by one. Lene Belly with it at the top of the key now.
Yeah, if we look down below, mismatch, but she kicks it back out to her teammate.
And that basket up and good.
It's been really exciting watching Anatello drive it into the hole.
Three-point attempt. That one off the backboard, no good. And the Res Bombers will take it back the other way. 90 seconds remaining here in the first. Tight ball game so far. The Bombers on top by one.
Down below, and the Res Bombers will take the two.
Three-point attempt. And that one, no dice from Williamson. Second chance effort. Gets it up there, no good. And Nez comes away with the board. Here come the Res Bombers the other way, and that one's good for two. A very good assist and setup for the basket.
Res Bombers continuously getting it done in the paint as we head back now to the Native Soldiers, as we've been seeing a lot of threes from this side. Two different types of play these teams are playing here today.
Double team, tried to throw it up, no good. Bombers go back the other way. Got a hand on it. Foul is called. Well, let's go ahead and head back to the replay of earlier down in the paint. What good passing there.
Yeah, Res Bombers have continuously got it done in the paint. They love to score down below, and it has worked out amazing for them as they are leading this first half by 5 points.
Here's the inbound. Nice find there, really good inbound play to Antitello for two.
Anatello, she has been a walking bucket this entire finals game. She has not dropped the intensity whatsoever.
Bombers out to a 7-point lead, their largest of the night. 10 seconds remaining in the half.
And here she goes again with a wide open layup.
And it's good. Lead up to 9 now, and there's a foul called with just a few ticks left on the clock. 1.4, just enough time for a little catch and shoot. So here's the inbound. Going inside, throws it up, count it! In time!
And that's what we call finishing a game strong.
Gracelyn Nez before the buzzer extends the lead, 35-24. Look at this one. Just how they drew it up.
You talk about knowing how much time is left on the clock and knowing what to do before that buzzer hits 0.
So how about that one, folks? The Res Bombers go on an 11-0 run to end the half. Let's send it to Haley.
So you guys picked up some steam over there at the end. How are you going to keep it going?
We're going to try to motivate them, keep them encouraged, keep them, do what we can to get them motivated. We're playing a resilient team. They don't stop. They don't keep. They just roll. They roll and roll and roll. We've got to just stay and do what we do, which is we push the ball. If we have opportunities, we take advantage of it. Otherwise, we just bring it right back out. We run our sets. But other than that, we're good to go.
Carly Keats has been quite the problem. How are you going to contain her?
I told her that yesterday after we played them before. I said, Carly, you're my biggest nightmare. You're my biggest problem. And obviously, she's showing it. So if we can contain her, I feel our chances will improve a lot more.
Good luck. Tyler?
35-24 our score. The Res Bombers leading the Native Soldiers. Second half coming up in a bit. But first, our halftime show on the other side. Stay with us here from Phoenix. Welcome back to the Native American Basketball Invitational Women's Championship as we are at the halftime break. 35-24 is our score. The Res Bombers leading the Native Soldiers. And a reminder, when this one concludes, we will have the Men's Championship as well. That's set to start at approximately 3:30 Eastern time. So look forward to that one. Actually, 4:30 Eastern time, 1:30 Pacific is when we'll have that one for you. So look forward to that here on ESPN Plus, as well as AZTV7 and NABI.Nation as well. We are pleased to be joined by the one and only Ernie Stevens is standing by with us, as he is a big reason why we're able to pull off this event and do the things we do. And we're getting Ernie's mic set up nonetheless when he's ready to go so he can talk to us. But one event that we have this year in 2022, Macy, of all the teams that have been a part of this, the success that this event has been this year, best one yet.
I can say so. I've been here the last 4 years, and I also played here my 4 years in high school. My 8th NABI tournament, and this is the biggest crowd we have ever seen. And, you know, NABI, we're just excited to be back here at Footprint Center. We've taken 2 years off of being here, and we're happy to be back with a full house today.
Yes, and now we're joined by Ernie Stevens. And Ernie, you've been coming here a long time.
Yeah.
Tell me about this platform of being here, not only back at Footprint Center, but on ESPN Plus and all the people that are involved here. This is a big deal.
Yeah, well, everything we set out to do is happening now. We didn't know what it was. All we know is we wanted to be able to create great basketball and try to help formulate the doctors and lawyers and Indian leaders. And that's what we've done. These kids go on to do so many great things in their community. We've had, Division I players. We've had doctors. We got everything here that starts right here with the discipline and the hard work on the basketball court. And, I'm especially excited about my daughters being honored with the Phil Homeratha Award today. Phil Homeratha coached my daughter, all 3 of my daughters, coached my wife, and was a professor for all of us at Haskell. And he passed away my daughter's senior year. But he was the guy, they called him Iron Man, way before they called AC Green Iron Man. He was just a worker. And he came to NABI from day one and plugged away and recruited at NABI for day one. He's a giant NABI supporter. And when I graduated from Haskell, my grandmother was the only college graduate. And I went to Haskell to play basketball. The teachers told me that there's something more here. And that's what we're doing here. There's more than basketball here. There's life, there's leadership, and there's changing the world. And my grandmother played basketball at Haskell. I don't know how they did it, but she went to Haskell like in, I want to say, in the 1920s. My grandmother told me she watched Jim Thorpe do an exhibition on Haskell's football field.
That's amazing.
When she went there. So there's so much legacy, and it's not just Haskell. The bottom line is education. We want to encourage these folks to go on. And my daughter being honored here, she's the highest educated person in our family. She's a doctor of geography and atmospheric science, University of Kansas. She's an assistant professor at our university, and her bottom line is Mother Earth, preserving Mother Earth and taking care of it. You know how the weather is, what's been going on lately, so it's just, my daughter is one person. Look at these kids. The world that's around us is amazing, and the only one's going to change it is these kids on the court right here. It starts with basketball.
We're joined by Ernie Stevens, the chairman of the Indian Gaming Commission, here at halftime. And Ernie, when you look to the future of this event going forward, you know, we've been doing this, what, 20 years now?
20 years, yeah.
What's the next step in the process to building this tournament being successful?
You know, I think the next step is figuring out how we can. It really isn't any different. It's really how we can continue to empower Native youth, how to get them to understand that they are today's leaders. They call them future leaders too often, but you guys know every step of your life, your peers follow you. The people watch you. They see what you're doing, whether we're in our college or high school or even in grade school. I've seen that my whole life. When I was a bad role model, I was not serving good. But when I did good things, people wanted to be like me. And that's amazing, you know? And so that's what I need young people to understand, and that's what we need to understand. We need, through the tournament, people understand that you're leaders today. And while basketball's giant today, the whole world around us is about the future and how we get them ready and get them best ready by learning how to respect. You know, right here on my badge, you know, the code of conduct, you know, we really have to live by that. And I think that's really why I think we're successful. And we're not perfect, not me, not these kids. But you know what, if we don't go by the code of conduct, we can't play here. We don't go by the code of conduct, we can't get our degrees. We can't accomplish in life. You know, whether it's a doctorate that my daughter has, or my Bachelor of Science, or my associate from Haskell Indian Nation University, sometimes they're miracles. For me, it was a miracle. But these kids are brilliant, and that's what Phil Homeratha told me about my daughter. She said, Lois is smart, she's brilliant. I went home and asked my wife, she almost cuffed me upside the head, you know? And here she is after she was a salutatorian in high school. And now she's teaching people. She has people in her classroom teaching them.
That's great. Ernie, thanks for joining us. Yeah. All the best to you. We appreciate all that you do for NABI. We'll continue on the other side. 35-25, 35-24 our score. Res Bombers leading the Native Soldiers. Back with more after this.
Thank you, Ernie, and congratulations to your daughter.
Welcome back. We continue. It is halftime. Annalise Spinale, professional women's basketball player, now joins us on set. And Annalise, tell us about this first half from your vantage point. What do you think of what we saw here?
So far, a lot of talent on the floor. I'm really liking the pace of this game. You know, the white team's coming out, putting up some really good, quick, easy buckets. But they're also, I'm loving the talking on defense as well from both sides.
Annalise, you are no stranger to NABI. You played yourself. What do you think that these girls are feeling, and what's something that you would tell them as they head to the second half of the game?
I think the butterflies are finally gone. Everybody's kind of settled in with the bright lights on the floor and this big old crowd. But I think just keep on talking on defense. Offensively, defensively, it's going well. It's an exciting game to watch.
You've been here a lot over the years. How's it feel to be back?
Oh, I was only able to play the 1 year, and it's really exciting to be back, to be able to come back and be a speaker, and just being able to add on to this representation of Native Americans, being able to get to these levels, it's exciting.
Annalise, we appreciate you joining us on set. Second half coming back in just a few moments. 35-25 or score. The Res Bombers leading the Native Soldiers. Don't go anywhere. Second half coming up next. Stay with us.
Gat A, She Brianna Viso Yenesha. Trabajan Chle, Kia Ani Bashichin, Halsoy Dashachedo, Ayas Kidney Dashanella. Hello, my name is Brianna Viso, and I am Water's Edge People, born for Towering House People. Arviso Oakland is a general contracting company that has been working with tribal communities for the past 30 years. We are very proud to be a sponsor and look forward to the many years that we have to come.
People told me I wasn't going to make it. I had to work harder. To be of service to our next generation is something that I'm very proud of and honored to do. This next generation is really important. They're going to carry on that wisdom. It's going to be most important that they believe in themselves. When you see me, you see us.
The NABI Championship Games are brought to you by Footprint Center, Nike in 7th, Gila River Indian Community. Let's go ahead and head back down courtside for another interview.
Hey, Coach. Down by 11. Nez and Antitelu are on fire there. How are you going to contain them in the second half?
We just got to outwork them. We're just getting outworked right now. That's all it is.
And Carly Keats, now she's really going off out there. So how are you going to contain her in the second half?
You said Carly.
Who do you want to see out there more offensively?
Everyone. Everybody has to be a threat. Everybody knows Carly's our go-to girl, and everybody else just got to step up. That's all.
Great. You guys are doing great. Tyler?
Thank you for that interview there. Skyla Osiolo, the head coach of the Native Soldiers. 35-24 our score. Second half about to begin with the Res Bombers leading the Native Soldiers. Macy, give us your reaction, your thoughts on that first half.
Amazing intensity by these ladies. As we mentioned, a few kinks in the beginning, but that's what is almost to be expected as you're playing on a WNBA court. You know, couple of kinks in the beginning. However, these ladies have really rallied together with their teams to provide a awesome game as we head into the second half. I think we're going to see a higher intensity level between these two teams, Tyler.
And a reminder, once this game concludes, we will have the men's championship as well. That one will get started at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific on ESPN Plus, AZTV 7, as well as NABI.nation. To the second half we go, officially underway. As you can see, the Native Soldiers with the basketball to get things going. Here's the inbound.
You know, can only imagine how tired these girls are as they try to push through these last 15 minutes. They have been playing nonstop games since Monday. Each team has played at least 8 to 10 games at this point.
If you're the Native Soldiers, you're down by 11. At what point do you just tell Carly Keats, it's your game, you take over, you got to win this for us?
If I'm the Native Soldiers team, if I'm the Native Soldiers team, I would continue to do that. It's working for them just as well. However, if I'm the Res Bombers, you know, Antonello, she has been a scoring bucket. Love to see more from her this second half.
There we go. The Bombers back on it, draws contact. Billy will go to the line, shoot 2.
Billy, she is from Farmington, New Mexico. She is part of the Navajo tribe. Billy also scored 45 points as a senior. That is the most in the state of New Mexico. She just did that this past year. Billy also says that she likes to go fishing and hiking in her free time.
I think we just gave her the announcer jinx, going 0 for 2 from the line after talking about her 45-point performance. Nonetheless, back on offense, the Native Soldiers go.
Nice kick out.
3-point attempt. No dice that time from Fielder. Three-point attempt. Good. Antitello. How do you like that one?
Now, as I I mentioned, she has been the walking bucket of this game. Her and Keats going back and forth between buckets.
No good that time. And Billy will bring it up.
Nice long pass.
And Totillo throws it up there, no good. Offensive rebound picked up by Graceland Nez. And that jumper no good. Another chance at it.
I must say the Red Bombers have doing an amazing job at getting their own rebounds. You show the importance there of grabbing the missed shot.
Three-pointer, no good. Keats misses. Josie Hill with the offensive board. Aggressive, and an offensive foul.
She had one mission, and that was to get to the hoop, and she was going to do whatever it took on that play to get there. Unfortunately, just didn't get there quite enough.
Did the officials get that right? Was that too strong on her part?
I think so. You know, she was around 3 girls. One of them ended up falling over. I believe it was the right call.
Puts it up. That one good.
Kisses the backboard.
And Totillo again. We've called her name a lot tonight.
Yeah, it's hard not to when she is on all ends of the floor playing great defense and scoring almost every other opportunity she has for her team, the Res Bombers.
Count it, and one, Josie Hill. A chance for a three-point play. Let's look at the and one more time. What a move. Shake and bake. Completes the three-point play the old school way. 13-point ball game, under 13 to go in the second half. Three-point attempt. That one no good. Offensive rebound, second chance effort, and it is good from
Exactly
Totillo
what
again.
we were talking about, getting your own rebound and putting back up for that extra point. It has been showing wonders for the Res Bombers here today.
Soldiers lost the ball, turnover. Jumper, no. And picked up the other way. Estes this time.
Tyler, if you're the Native Soldiers coach, what are you telling your team at this point in the game to make this exciting and for them to come back?
I say get the ball to Carly Keats.
You heard it here, folks.
Let
Get
her
the
shoot
ball
every
to
time.
Carly Keats.
And the jumper good by Graceland Nez. And the largest lead of the game for the Res Bombers, 44-27, with 11:48 to go. Here's one more look. As you can see, the Res Bombers keeping it rolling. The 19th annual Native American Basketball Invitational is presented by Footprint Center, Nike in 7, Gila River Indian Community, Bona'apo Nation, Achin Indian Community, Navajo Nation, Seminole Tribe of Florida, the Seneca Nation of Indians, the University of Phoenix. Thank you to all our sponsors who are supporting NABI and our Native American youth athletes. 44-27 is our score. The Res Bombers leading the Native Sultans. 11:48 to go in this second half, as we will crown a national champion in just a little while from right now. Basically, when it's all said and done, when one of these teams wins that national championship, what's it going to feel like to be crowned champion after what you've been through throughout this entire week leading up to this point?
You know, I wish I could speak for the kids and from past experience. However, my years of playing in NABI, I never made it this far, unfortunately. However, I can only imagine that this is something these ladies are going to carry for the rest of their lives. They will never forget this, and something they're going to pass on to their grandkids. I'm sure one day they'll be here supporting their grandkids in the same exact tournament.
Loose ball. And the Soldiers come away with it. That's Carly Keats that time. Thought about the three-pointer, instead kicks it out. Jumper, no good that time from Josie Hill.
These ladies have had an amazing opportunity today to showcase themselves and represent the tribe that they come from. A lot of these teams, Tyler, have traveled so far. A lot of them come from rural areas. The farthest teams out of the whole entire tournament coming from Canada and Alaska.
And an offensive board there, back to the top at midcourt. Veronica Williams goes up, and no good that time. Here we go, back the other way. Carly Keats with it now. Spins, goes up. And a nice play in that time from Josie Hill.
We're seeing a press here by the Native Soldiers, putting on a little pressure here for the Res Bombers, see if they can get them out of their flow.
Bombers at midcourt. Three-pointer. How about that one? A nice three that time. And that will extend the lead to 18, the largest lead of the night.
Let's take a look back at that three-pointer. Sets her feet, gets the shot off quick. Automatic, baby.
9:50 to go, a 18-point lead. Let's tell you a little bit more about NABI by the numbers here, folks. This event, it has been incredible. 136 teams, 470 plus games this week, 11 different venues, including this one, the Footprint Center, the home of the Phoenix Suns and the Phoenix Mercury.
I do have to add that there also is 112 tribes representing throughout the entire country and Canada here at the Native American Basketball Invitational Tournament.
You can see the map on your screen right now. We have pretty much owned the Phoenix Metropolitan throughout this week. It's been a lot of fun to be able to bring this to you and put a bow on the tournament this week here from the Footprint Center. And also a part of that as well, not to toot our own horns a little bit, but we are a part of the first ever broadcast of Native Americans only. Native American only broadcast on ESPN Plus, making history today, Macy.
Absolutely, Tyler. We are part of that first ever team, and you know, I could not be more proud to have this opportunity and to sit here with you. It's been an amazing time getting to know you this week, Tyler, and showcase Native American basketball, and to be a part, again, of the first ever all Native American broadcast team here for ESPN Plus.
You've got to know that I like Scottsdale a lot.
Yeah, we'll see if you catch your flight home tomorrow, Tyler.
No guarantees. 9:15 remaining as a foul is called on the floor.
Native Soldiers still putting on the press.
Got a hand up there. Count it. And the foul. A chance for a three-point play. How about that? Clear contact, clear as day, and yet still puts it up there.
Nez out of Flagstaff, Arizona. She has committed to playing volleyball at Glendale Community College this upcoming fall.
51-29, there's a steal, not quite.
Wide open up top.
Bang! Carly Keats again.
With the money ball.
Cuts the lead to 18. And Tatello with it now. Spinning.
Let's see, not a lot of movement on the floor.
Bailey throws it up. No dice that time. Rebound by Carly Keats, and Keats is fouled, crossing midcourt. Foul called that time on J.C. Gotti.
You know, Tyler, I would love to see the Native Soldiers team rally behind Keats with her energy and help score a couple buckets here. You know, they're down almost 20. However, there's still a lot of time to come back.
That one no good. Rebound by Nez. And here come the Res Bombers back the other way.
Ooh.
Stolen.
And there's the hustle and the energy that I was just talking about. Here come the Native Soldiers.
Woods picked that one off like a defensive back. Three-pointer, no good. Lene Billy with the rebound. Deep three.
Lot of open threes here the second half.
Goes up, count it, and the foul. Josie Hill going into the line to complete the three-point play.
One thing Hill's coach was telling us, but first let's go ahead and take a look at the replay.
Nice pass to set up this move here.
You know, Hill's coach was telling us that she is very hard to guard when she is down low. She has her eyes on the rim and she knows how to attack the paint and get the bucket for her team.
And we saw it right there.
Not only that, she knows how to get the foul as well.
Here we go. Res Bombers back on offense.
Res Bombers taking their time on offense. We've seen here in the last couple of minutes as they slow down play with the 51-35 lead over Native Soldiers.
Passes it, three-pointer. Good. Talman again.
We'll have to find out how many money ball threes we've seen this game, Tyler. I think we've seen more threes than we've seen twos.
And Josie Hill with another bucket. And there's Hill with the rebound. Hill spins, lost the handle on it, recovers.
Whoa.
Sets up a three, no good. Hard fall to the floor. I believe that's Talman down after that one. But that's actually Antitello. And that does not look good.
You see the staff heading to the floor.
And she gets back up. That's good to see.
Hard fall could not keep her down. She'll walk that one off.
Reminder, when we're done with this one, the men's championship game will follow. That will get started at 4:30 Eastern time, 1:30 Pacific. And Macy, we saw both of the men's teams yesterday of this matchup that we're about to see later on, and these guys are good. We're in for a heck of a championship game this afternoon.
Heck of a championship game. These men play with high intensity throughout the entire game. You do not see them hanging their heads at all when down and not slowing the pace when up. Stay tuned for that game coming up after this women's championship game.
The Northern Elite and the AZ Warriors later on this afternoon here on ESPN Plus, AZTV7, and NABI.Nation. Just over 6 minutes remaining here in the women's championship. Res Bombers leading the Native Soldiers 54-37. Three-point attempt. No good.
Native Soldiers can just not get that three. However, they are getting their twos down below.
Hill again with another three-point play. We'll be back with the free throw attempt when we return. 54-39. Don't go anywhere. You don't have anything else better to do. Stay with us here for the second half.
So you think you've seen it all? Let us introduce you to our house. 3-time champion, 5 gold medals, 10-time All-Star. One word, go. From playmakers to leading scorers to All-Stars, we've got it all. The rings don't lie, count them, and we're not done. See it to believe it. Get your tickets to the action at phoenixmercury.com/singlegame.
I see us coming back together, bonding fully, supporting one another. Seeing all those natives in the stands, it gave me fire, it gave me passion. When you see me, you see us.
Hello, everyone. I'm Councilman Chris Osceola from the Seminole Tribe of Florida. The Seminole Tribe has always been a huge advocate for youth programs and helping our kids. As one of the proud sponsors of the Native American Basketball Invitational, it is our honor to support the NABI Foundation for our young Native American athletes, especially with an organization that brings tribal communities together. So best of luck to all our youth and game on, Shanabish.
I see us coming back together, bonding fully, supporting one another. Seeing all those natives in the stands, it gave me fire, it gave me passion. When you see me, you see us.
Yat A, She Brianna Viso Yenishia, Tkobahan Chle, Kia Ani Bashichin, Halsoy Dashachedo, Ayas Kidney Dashanella. Hello, my name is Brianna Viso, and I am Water's Edge people born for Towering House people. Arviso Oakland is a general contracting company that has been working with tribal communities for the past 30 years. We are very proud to be a sponsor and look forward to the many years that we have to come.
Just less than 6 minutes remaining here in the second half of the NABI Women's Championship presented by Nike N7 here from the Footprint Center in Phoenix. And it has been all Res Bombers as they have dominated since the end of the first half to the second half. They just continue to where they left off from as they lead 54-40 now with that made free throw attempt. But the Native Soldiers certainly not out of it at this point. Down by 14, under 6 to go. Macy, what do they need to do to get back in it?
I believe if the Native Soldiers continue to play the tough D that we can see them playing right now on the floor, hustling back down, not hanging their heads, and communicating. Communicating is going to be the important key factor for them as they try to get past the Res Bombers' tough defense.
And that doesn't help with Graceland Nez with the three-point basket made there. The lead goes back to 17 now. And there's the steal the other way. Antitello again. We've been calling her name a lot tonight.
She has been the star player of this game. She leads all scorers currently. And we do not see that changing by any time with this game.
Jumper good. 20-point lead now, under 5 to go.
You see the importance there of crashing the boards to get the rebound.
Cross-court pass. Goes up with it. That one no good. Rebound made by Hill. I like the effort we've seen from Hill here in the second half.
Hill is a walking rebounder. She puts her arms up every single time she calls for the ball. You know, it's not easy down in there in the paint. But she makes it look very easy, I must say.
Woods off the bench with the three-pointer. She's committed to Coffee Community College in Coffeyville, Kansas.
What a name.
And
just couldn't set her feet on that one.
That will go back the other way as the Res Bombers will take it. Jumper, that one good.
Kiss that one off the glass.
Lene Billy again. You know, at the end of this tournament, if things go where they're headed, Lene Billy or Antitello, either one could have a strong case to be tournament MVP.
Absolutely. It's all going to depend on what we see here in the last 3 minutes. Both have been playing an amazing game. Anatello just continuously scoring the ball, while we see Helen here much more on the defensive side, getting the rebound, stopping the play, and dishing it out to her team.
The Res Bombers have played such good team basketball. We've seen really good ball movement from them throughout both halves.
Absolutely. I think a big key thing for that is the communication. We see these girls continuously talking with one another, and with that leads to them with that 62-point score there.
62-43 the score, 3:18 to go.
Right there, you saw the communication. She knew she could get the easy layup, and her team let her by spreading out the floor.
Garcia with the Euro step. Three-pointer. And that one no good. Three-pointer. And that one falls off the mark.
We go quick back the other way. You know, these girls have really put up a fight from both teams.
No good that time. Rebound made by Antitello.
This win for the Res Bombers is going to be a special one. You know, they have made it in the last 3 years to this final game, 3 out of the 4 last 3 years. However, they have lost every single time. But those losses weren't easy. They lost to the defending previous Women's NABI championship. So, you know, for the Res Bombers, they do say the third time is a charm.
Well, one of the things that we always talk about in sports, and we're going to show you the list of the past champions here in just a moment. As you can see on your screen here, the New Mexico Elite got it done in 2021, 2019, and 2018. The Yakima Nation getting it done in 2017 with the NABI Trippers there in 2016, as you can see. But, you know, yesterday we saw the 53-47 win that the Res Bombers pulled off there yesterday. Close game, came down to the very end, could have gone either way. And then today, they just dominate the way that they had. The old saying goes, it's hard to beat a team twice. If anything, the Res Bombers have built off their performance from yesterday even further, a step farther than what they did yesterday.
Absolutely. I do believe that comes from not just yesterday, Tyler. However, the past 3 years that they have been in the same exact position. I can only imagine the feeling that the Res Bomber team is feeling right now, bringing the NABI championship title back to Arizona as it's been in New Mexico the past 3 years.
The Res Bombers right here out of Arizona, the native soldiers out of Florida, mostly Hollywood, Florida, but certainly nothing to hang their hats on for a great week that they had to make it all the way to this championship game. Head coach Skyla Osceola, she's done a really good job with that team.
Yeah, their hometown says it all. Hollywood, this pack of girls have been nothing but superstars this entire week.
We have just about over 90 seconds remaining with the Res Bombers leading the native soldiers. A reminder, once we're done here, about 30 minutes after this game ends, we'll have the men's championship game. And that will be a great matchup on hand, as we'll have the AZ Warriors taking on the Northern Elite. A rematch of one of yesterday's games, which was very close, by the way, 58-53. The AZ Warriors came on top of that one. We'll have that one next for you on ESPN Plus, as well as AZTV 7 in Arizona and NABI.nation as well, where you can watch that telecast. Final minute remaining. Res Bombers on top by 21.
Head coach for the Res Bombers, Brian Kay, was telling us that he always tells his team, we do not celebrate until the game is over. They have waited over 365 days for exactly that, and we are down in the final 40 seconds of this game, and the Res Bombers will finally have that chance to celebrate when it is all said and done.
30 seconds remaining. A great performance from the Res Bombers this afternoon. really from the end of the first half to the carrying through the second half, they have really controlled this game.
Definition of a team who came out a little slow, never hung their heads, built off of that, and drove away here with the title of the 2022 Native American Basketball Invitational. Your new champions, the Res Bombers. Just all around fantastic play from all of these ladies. All high school athletes, some have committed to play college basketball.
And there you have it, the final seconds tick off as the Res Bombers are national champions with a 70-51 win over the Native Soldiers to take home the NABI championship for the very first time.
Amazing performance by the Res Bombers as they were led by head coach Brian Kay and assistant Alex Kay. Out of the state here of Arizona, bringing the title back home, your new champions.
They did it on the home floor of the Phoenix Suns and the Phoenix Mercury, and today you have to imagine that championship feeling feels oh so good to get it done here in front of a great crowd, a home crowd that is, at the Footprint Center. What an effort by the Res Bombers pulling this off. 19-point victory, a great week, and they come out on top without even losing a single game in this double elimination tournament.
Yeah. They haven't even lost their step. Flow consistently throughout the entire game, or should I say throughout this entire tournament. What an amazing performance this week by the Res Bombers.
Let's go ahead and we have the trophy presentation is about to take place. The players getting the hats and the celebration. I imagine it's going to be a fun night for them tonight. Let's go ahead and head down to Haley, who's got the winning head coach.
These young ladies are NABI's champions. Describe this moment.
It's been something that we've been working hard for. Undescribable right now. I think I'm still in awe. It hasn't hit me yet, but eventually I'm sure when I get to the back, I will. These guys all know that I'm, thank you guys. But they all know that as hard as I am on them, on the inside, I'm an emotional coach, so I'll probably release it in the back. But I'm super proud of them. I love each and every one of them. I do my best to try to treat them like my own. But the feeling is just, it's undescribable. Like, we've been working for this so hard the last 3 years. We've been in the Final Four. This is our first time winning this. So kudos to them. They deserve all the credit.
Amazing. And Kayani Antitelu, she was pretty big out there.
Yeah, she is. She's one of the most talented kids that I've seen and coached in a long time. But all of them, I mean, they're extremely coachable. They're dedicated. They don't take anything personal, anything I say personal, and they, play for one another, and that's the key to this.
And we're on ESPN Plus, so explain this type of exposure for your girls.
The exposure is amazing. Like, I can't thank the NABI, staff for putting this together. It gives our Native youth an opportunity to be seen worldwide. So I hope that there's some legit exposure, and we get the girls noticed, and I'm proud of them. I'm super proud of them.
Well, I'm very proud of you guys too. Congratulations. Tyler?
There you have it. Thank you for that interview, Hallie, as Brian Kay, the winning head coach for the Res Bombers. And we're about to have the official trophy presentation in just a moment. Before we get to that, real quick, the Native Soldiers, valiant effort, great week. I know the championship didn't go the way they wanted to, but nothing to be ashamed of on their parts.
Absolutely not. They played throughout the entire game. They really did not hang their heads once. They kept the intensity always, and that's something you have to respect about a team. They finish out till the end, no matter what the score says. They're happy to be here. They worked hard for this.
Here's the Res Bombers getting their trophy presentation. The flags on hand, the medals. What a great week it's been for them. National champions here at NABI.
We see Governor Lewis down there with the Res Bombers.
Stephen Lewis there as well. Well, we got to go, but we'll be back with the men's championship in just a little while, about 30 minutes from right now, between the Northern Elite and the AZ Warriors. You will not want to miss out on that. ESPN Plus AZTV7, as well as NABI.nation. Gotta go. The Res Bombers are national champions. For Macy Gillis and our entire crew, I'm Tyler Jones saying so long. Res Bombers, national champs. Have a great night.